Finally, we have the 7Hz timeless tube. Let's talk about it. Hello guys, it's Jordan of Jordan Review. Welcome back. Today we'll be talking about the timeless tube. So if you know the timeless OG, the original timeless, I would say that it was a spectacular IEM. It also one-handedly kickstarted the planar wall with a lot of other planar IEM like the S12, and ever since the OG timeless just like kickstart the whole planar thingy in the industry where you have a lot of planar nowadays. I think partly because of the success of the OG timeless. So today we have timeless 2. Took them quite a bit because I think they are trying to like improving, refining the whole thing, so to give you all the timeless 2 kind of experience. They want to make it great again. So today we talk about the differences that you will have and some comparison with the Lecturer S12 2024 limited edition, because I think both of them come hand in hand, as in they were competitors way back then, and I think they are still, good competitors now. So talk about that, and let's start off with the physical aspect. So there are some changes, there are some not so much of changes in terms of like shape. So the shape still retain the big round shape, which is this. Let me put it on for all of you. So yep, it still look like this. Yes, so for those of you who are unable to wear the OG timeless, you may have an issue here, but to me it's totally fine. I think now they also come with this ear tip that I think to me is a very nice addition to the timeless 2. If you have purchased any recent 7Hz IEM, you should have this ear tip by now. So it does look a little bit like the Dunu SNS tip, where it's just a little bit wider even though it's in M size. But trust me, this is the best tip that it can put on, because in terms of like sound and comfort, I really cannot find any other ear tips that just do both together nicely on the timeless 2. I think they have thought this out and given the best tip to it already. So you can skip tip rolling for this IEM. But comfort is very subjective. You may change your other one, but I think this is really the best one. And other than that, most of the things have been changed. So of course the packaging is changed, the design, they added a little bit of design onto it. I'm not sure what to call this design, but I will call this the Intel CPU chip design. Yeah, so you have this kind of finishing on even on the case, the metal case that it came with, and also on the faceplate and the cable. So I really miss the old timeless OG cable where it is silver color, and at the connector it has this red accent and a black connector where it's really signature to look at, and from far you can see that that's the timeless IEM without looking at the IEM first. Just the cable alone you can recognize it's the timeless. So now they change it into a slightly darker, dark brown kind of color, where they suited it a bit more in terms of like overall design. And it is selling at 229 on Linso, but if you're watching this right now in January and you try to get it now, because of Chinese New Year, it will be slight delay, I guess. So best bet would be get it like in February or March, hopefully. So if you're watching this later, then should be fine. And the biggest other changes that I find is this. Yes, I think this might be the selling point of the timeless 2, and the biggest surprise that I haven't seen this around. Yeah, so this timeless 2, they came with this switchable nozzle. Yeah, changeable nozzle. Not the newest technology or idea, but the nozzle that it came with, because a lot of other brands that come with nozzle, just a change of color, basically just change of filter, thickness of filter, different type of filter, so it just sounds different. But here in the timeless 2, they design a whole new nozzle shape. Yes, so we have two different, I would say in total you get 4, okay, nozzle in total, and 2 of them are in this very weird special bullet shape. I call it bullet shape. So very new, and it does change the sound quite a lot. So we talk about that in the maybe near the end of the video, very briefly on what all this does. But I think that it's a good idea and very spectacular. So let's talk about sound. So when I talk about sound in the process, I will also talk about some comparison with the S12 2024, because both of them come hand in hand to each other, like they compete with each other last time in like Timeless OG and the S12. So now I'll compare it with the S12 2024 with the Timeless 2, where I think both of them still within the same period of time, like maybe few months apart. So I think still a very interesting comparison to have. So let's deep dive into the sound. Sound in general, I would say tuning wise, this is a mild V-shaped REM that is very fun to listen to, and most importantly, it is really spacious. Yeah, I have to say that 3 times because it's that spacious. So let's talk about like bass individually first. So how does the bass sound? So the bass here, I say it has a really good amount of bass, not the bassiest thing ever, or nor does it like lacking in bass. The bass gives you very nice punches, very good rumble, and at the same time, the biggest difference of this compared to the S12 2024 is that this bass have a little bit more body, have a little bit more note weight, because the S12 2024 bass is so snappy, so tactile, so fast that it don't have a lot of decay. So there are people who like that kind of presentation, so there are people that are not. So to me, I think this is slightly something that is more favorable to a lot of people, and listening to male vocals is definitely better on the Timeless 2 because of the extra note weight that you gain aside from the comparing to the S12 2024, which is slightly a little bit thinner, as if it has a tuck in between because it's so fast. You don't have that note weight and body there. So here, the bass here is done really nice, and in terms of like mid bass especially, I love it as it is clean but still retain that body. And as of the mid-range, like I say, it's mild V-shape. It's not as V-shape as what I remember it was with the Timeless OG. That one is slightly a bit scooped out, but here I think that nowadays we don't really get a lot of deep V-shape REM anymore, I think. So most of the bigger, I would say bigger brands nowadays come up with V-shape that will just like slight mild V-shape. So mid-range is not being sacrificed. You still get that clarity and resolution because it's a planar drivers. And as for the upper mid-range where your female vocal will stay, I personally wouldn't listen to female vocals on the Timeless 2 nor the S12 2024, to be fair, because I think that planar will always have this timbre, the planar timbre, that the characteristic of the planar, that it cannot be just there. Yeah. So something that you cannot get rid of. So I think listening to female vocals when it comes to the higher pitch or something, it's not that it's sibilance or something, just that you have that planar zing, that not the most natural thing to listen to. So I won't personally listen to female vocals on planar REM, but I think this is quite fair. But in return, because he's not doing very nicely, very good in like female vocals, because it's just the nature of the planar, but in return it gives you like super good resolution and clarity, and the Timeless 2 give you this super wide soundstage. Yeah, both some of you might argue that REM soundstage doesn't exist in like REM, but it does here, sort of. Yes, it's really, when you listen to it, especially if you are listening to live recording or like concert kind of recording, it'll be very nice here. And compared to the S12 2024 limited edition, that REM is specialized in doing separations. Yeah, instrument separation, so you can have all your instruments like separated really nicely, like electronics, guitar, and cymbal is cymbal, drum is drum. Everything is just have their own distinctive space. Here, these might not be as good in terms of like separation, but I think it has good separation, but not as good as the S12 2024. But this has way wider soundstage than the S12 2024. I think in terms of like IM in this kind of price category, $229, I don't find really a lot of IM that has such wide soundstage, which is a compliment to that. And let's talk about the treble. So treble, way back like OG Timeless or OG S12, those are bright, really bright. So these still retain that brightness, but if you are a graph chaser, of course, if you want evidence, you can go for graph. You can see that nowadays planar are tuned better when not as aggressive as before. So the S12 2024, I don't find it sibilant, and even this, the Timeless 2, nor do I find it too aggressive or too sharp or sibilant on the treble in terms of like treble. So treble, if you guys are sensitive to treble anything, of course planar shouldn't be the first thing that you should be considering, because you still have that brightness there. But sibilance wise, none in the silver stock nozzle. Yeah, because later we talk about the nozzle a bit later. And in terms of like detail retrievals, macro and micro nuances are really good here. But I think that what it does good is the macro nuances. Micro wise, I think none of the like even S12 2024 or the Timeless 2 done like super good, because I think those are the jobs of the like those kilowatt IEM will do. But it's not bad, it's really good here. And let's talk about the nozzle. Yeah, finally. So we have the one that is stock on the Timeless 2 is a silver color normal shape nozzle. So the one that we have here, so we have another 3 more here. So let's talk about the normal shape one first. Okay, we have the normal shape but in gold color one. Okay, yeah, that one, if you put it on, it's gonna be, you have a lot more female vocal presence, and it's just brought to your face, the kind of presence where it's just slightly a little bit more forward, way more forward actually to me. So that is to me too much. Yeah, so the IM turns out to be, for those of you who wanted slightly more female vocals, you got it, but to me it's slightly a bit too lean. Yeah, because it's just here and it's planar. Wow, so not a big fan of that. But the silver, let's talk about the one in bullet shape. Okay, so special, really special. This kind of shape, how do you guys even design this? So the one in silver, the bullet shape, put it in and just felt very strange. The whole process is strange because I never see this kind of shape before ever. I've tried like 1,000 IM, never seen this ever. Then sound also kind of special, as in, remember what I said about the sound stage of the Timeless 2? It was like super white. So 3 times you put this on, I don't know how many times I need to mention the word white. So now it became live. Yeah, you are just literally in a concert yourself. It's like very white. Don't know how to describe that kind of whiteness, just maybe because of the nature of the ear tip. Very open and very wide. Okay, so but with some caveats. Okay, although now it's super wide, okay, but your imaging and your separation take a hit. Yeah, so other than that, I find everything else is the same. Bass somewhat is still the same, and mid-range everything is still the same. Just that I think putting this, having this width, this wideness, your separation and imaging just is not as good. It's not as precise. So your instruments, you no longer know where are they really coming from. Previously, you might be able to tell that it's like here, 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 or here. Now it's just like stereo, yeah, so not the best thing, but then you still get like left and right, roughly the directional thing is still there, just like here, just here, but you can't really tell where and where. And the separation as well, because it's so wide open, so your separation is not as precise now. So if it get a bit more chaotic, then maybe all your stuff would be just like chung together. Yeah, so just a little bit, maybe just me. And the gold bullet style, yeah, I haven't put like a lot of time on the gold one, because I think the silver one is quite fun to listen to. If you listen to like live stuff, just feel super fun. Yeah, even for watching movie, it's also super fun. So the gold one, to me, I just don't have I say click to the gold color nozzle. Both of them, the normal size or the normal shape or the bullet shape, both sounded to me a bit too aggressive in some way. Just that the thing is here, although it's wide, but then it's small, it's brighter. Yeah, it's brighter now. Now it's borderline sharp to me. So listening slightly a bit longer might be fatiguing. So maybe just me, but if you're like super sensitive to like treble or anything, maybe just go with the silver one. You'll be safe. You'll be really safe. Go with the silver color normal shape nozzle or the silver color bullet shape. You'll be fine. Yeah. So comparison, in conclusion, comparison with the S12 2024, the rival. So I think the Timeless does a little bit better in bass, as in more balanced, is have more body weight. S12 is more tactile, a bit faster, and in terms of like vocals, both of them are around the same, on par with each other. Detail retrieval, same. I wouldn't say that they have a lot of difference. Maybe you are better than 5% better, you are a bit 10% better, but not night and day. And separation, S12 is better. S12 2024 is better. In terms of like soundstage, the Timeless 2 is better, and Timeless 2 have also more things to play with in terms of like features. So I think both of them still holds up to its ground. I think it's a very super solid choice in terms of like planars IEM out there. It's not the warmest planar IEM that make it feel like it's muffled like a lot of other planar IEM, that because I want to tame down the treble, so make it super warm. It's not that. So I think it's a very strong contender. So this is the review of the Timeless 2. Hope you guys like it. And before the end of the video, just wish all of you happy Chinese New Year. Bye bye.